Hello, LEGO fans, and welcome into a brand new episode of the Brick Hour podcast. I am JJ, otherwise known as Langster Builds.
I am Cameron, otherwise known as Cameron Studios.
I am Gina, otherwise known as My Bricks and Me.
And I'm Scott. You never know what's going to come out of my mouth next. The Rogue Lannister.
Well, you always give yourself a different intro every week. It's the best.
It's you never know what it's going to be.
This is
it's really all dependent on my mood, man.
It's just whatever happened today determines Scott's mood. This is episode 98. We are getting very close to episode 100. Actually, episode 100 is next week because we have a very special video coming out on Tuesday.
Yes.
We are doing another store tour. I'm not going to say what store tour that is, but we are doing a store tour as of this recording. As of this video releasing, we'll be doing it tomorrow. We'll get it up next week, and then episode 100 is next week. So that's going to be a super fun one. We're going to be talking about our favorite sets of all time. Well, before we get to that, today's video, obviously, we're talking about, hiccups. We are going to be talking about sets and products we want LEGO to make, like dream products that LEGO will never make. But before we get into that, Cam, what are we building this week?
What are we building? So I was able to get the rest of the parts I needed from our good friend Doug of Do2 Bricks. Great brickling store. Check it out, please. So I was able to finish two that you four have seen. So we got Jiminy Cricket and
love these.
Prince John.
That reminds me, did you see that there are LEGO reward brickheads?
Yeah, the Fortnite ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay. Just making
I did
sure.
that during our live stream, and that is making me very excited because they have the eyes that could potentially make a Kermit brickhead. So I'm very excited for that. So now to the ones that I made yesterday where I stayed up to like midnight trying to put them together. I did not put all the ones I had prototyped together. I got 4 out of 6 done. So first we got Baymax.
Oh, that's cool.
Very cool.
Very cool. That's better. And then we got Miguel from Coco. And he is different because I was able to do the cool feature. So I got the skeleton face paint. You can flip him around to do his non-face paint. So I can flip it back and forth. I feel like that was something different that Brickheads hasn't done that I want to try and something different.
That is very cool.
Next one, we have Sleeping Beauty.
Turned out great.
That's really good.
Better.
A Glarus killer for you today.
It is insane. Yeah. I don't know why.
You're using pastel colors.
Yeah. And then the one I'm really happy how it turned out, we have Robin Hood.
Oh, that
cool. Looks really good. Alex, you're getting so good at these.
Yeah. That piece worked very perfect.
Yes, this one was perfect.
It's very much dead.
Now, do you design these in Stud.io or do you just do them?
So I have a shelf of brickhead parts that I just put together. Color be darned. I just use random pieces that I have to get the right shape. Then I go on BrickLink, make a wanted list of the parts I need in the specific color. And then when I get enough lists made, I make one big order, hopefully only down to like 3 or so stores. So I don't have to pay crazy amounts of shipping. And so then
those of you in the comments, I want you to prove this point with me with Cameron. If you want Cameron to actually learn Stud.io and start doing brickheads and selling rebrickables,
you should do
of his stuff. Please say so in the comments. Use hashtag Cam for Stud.io. Cam for Studio.
Or just Cam make us instructions for your cool stuff.
Or rebrickable Cam.
Yeah, hashtag get paid.
That's even better. I like that one.
Yeah.
Money.
To top it all off, I designed another prototype, and then I will have 2 main characters left and then 2 side characters. But I did finish designing Mulan. Don't mind the face. Again, I'm using parts I have very limited colors of.
That's cool.
It's a nice rough draft.
This will end up being Mulan. She does have a burned face, so no hair on the left side. But after that, I have the Evil Queen from Snow White and then Pocahontas left. And I'm going to try to do the dog from Coco for Miguel's accessory, as well as the magic mirror from Snow White to go with the Evil Queen. Cool. And then I should be done with brickheads for a little bit. I got some other ideas that JJ doesn't know about that he's going to probably want to know about. So that's all I've been building.
You don't tell me about.
I do. That is all I've been building. It's been very hectic and busy. Gina, what have you been building?
Well, as you saw last week, I got the Ninja Turtle brickheads, which are finished and in a shelf back there.
Mm-hmm.
That one, somewhere.
I think I see them.
I see them.
And I got the Mario and Luigi cart. So Mario's done, but he's up already on his respective shelf upstairs in the video game room. Mm-hmm. And Luigi is this done.
Huge.
That's a nice size. That's a really decent size.
Yeah, he's a touch bigger than Mario. Like he's 2 inches taller than Mario, and I think like maybe an inch or a half an inch longer. So he's a little bigger, but the techniques in these for how they do stuff is actually pretty cool. So they have been fun. So hopefully this will be finished in the next couple days.
Sweet.
Nice.
And on to you, Scott.
I honest to goodness, I really have to get back to the tank.
Yes.
I've just been
time's running out.
I know, but I've been incredibly busy with work and Easter and all the fun that went on with that. Largely what I got in this week was just shipments of stuff, and almost all of it was not Lego, but for Lego. Again, my obsession with Brick Warrior. I went ahead and made some communication troops for my Hydra army using World War II stuff that they sell, but it works like a traveling guy there. Also, while I was out running errands and dealing with some chaos, I stopped at a local shop that they don't sell Lego. They openly admit it's Flego. They openly admit it's fake Lego. But in honor of the forbidden fruit topic, I got these.
Yeah, some Warhammer guys.
I got me some Warhammer guys. I got me a Terminator armor, which nobody knows what that is except for me. And I got an Astra Militarum, also known as the Imperial Guard. And they were only like $2 a piece. You know, it wasn't that big of a deal, but they're surprisingly very cool. They look a lot like Lego. They have really good, they connect. Once you connect, they don't tear apart. So it was kind of cool. I picked something else up, but it really doesn't. Where'd it go? Oh, yeah, it's right here. Costco's finally.
Ooh. What?
Oh, come on. Why didn't you tell me that? I needed that one.
I found it today, bro.
Oh, okay.
Our Costco?
Our Costco. Henrietta Costco.
Oh, yeah, there's only one.
I might need to go get a cement mixer.
Yes.
So JJ's going to go get a Costco membership tomorrow.
I think they were only 30 too. It wasn't that bad.
$10, that was not terrible.
No. So that's, I saw it and I was like, I must have. I'm sorry, JJ, I didn't think of you, but yeah.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'll
pick that up.
Willard Batman.
Anything else worthwhile at the Costco?
A lot of flowers, and the new wave of Speed Champions, but only the F1 cars. I had actually gone looking because I had heard they had a Ferrari, the new Ferrari Speed Champions, but all they had left were the F1 cars.
Okay.
I know that Syracuse Costco has quite a bit more than
they got a bunch of stuff over there.
A ton of flowers. What do you got, JJ?
So I have a couple things this week. My small thing, I finished building it earlier, and I showed Cam before we got on the call. But I built for Titan's Tower. This is the Flash's Cosmic Treadmill.
That is so cool.
So this is a really cool rebrickable model. I forget who did this. I'm going to put a review of this up on my YouTube channel at some point too, along with the Incredible. I'm going to get to that. So this is super fun, and it's so easy. Like I'll probably end up making another one for like Justice League build at some point when I get to that, but this is super fun. Also from Doju Bricks, I got a whole bunch of more parts to keep working on the tower, which I will be doing. But I also picked up this Robin figure because it was one of the only ones I did not yet have, and he will go perfectly into the classic TV series Comic-Con Batmobile.
Can we see him again? Is his cape small?
Yep, it's a short yellow cape.
Short,
short cape. But the big
it's the classic Robin, yeah.
But the big thing this week for me, if you watched our Q&A video at the start of the year for the New Year's video, you know that I dropped that I had a set that was in my let's just say it was in my white whales of like sets I really wanted. And one of our good friends from our lug, he's also on our Discord server, Jerry Brickstron, was like, hey, I have one of those. Do you want it? And I'm like, what is your price? And he gave me a very good price. I'm not going to say what it was. But I have in my possession now the Axelara T9 from Bionicle, baby.
Wow.
That's not a set, that's a gun.
You twist literally it around to get the things, and you can twist this knob to switch it into battle mode if I can get it to work. Oh, yeah, there it goes. And it literally is like you hold it like a Nerf gun. It
looks like a gun.
It's giant.
Yeah.
I don't know where this is going to go because I don't know, but at the same time, I don't care. This is
Here's what you do. Here's what you do. You go into your family room, you knock over the T-Rex, and you put that there instead.
No, that's not going to fly.
You hang it from the hang it from the ceiling.
Let's give a little love to Aaron for allowing him to buy a white whale. I
brought this home, and she was like, "That's sick," and I'm like, "Correct. That's why I picked it up because it's awesome." Nice. But yeah, the Axelara T9. Now I just have to get the other two, and I'll have all three of those original vehicles. But now that we've gotten all this out of the way after 11 whole minutes, we can jump into the main topic of this week, which is dream products we want that Lego will never make.
We like to call it the forbidden fruit.
The
dream
episode.
Theme.
Yes, the dream themes, dream products, whatever. A lot of these that we did was we looked at things that Lego has either explicitly stated we will not be making products based on this, or it was basically we will pretty much, we kind of know from their rules and guidelines of what they make sets off of that this will never fly. A lot of these are IPs, outside IPs. I think mostly internal stuff. There's probably some things where it's like, yeah, like Lego really keeps their stuff away from that. So it's mostly just IP based. What are they not going to do? And without further ado, let's jump right in. I know there's one PowerPoint, and then Scott went nuts and made his own because he has a whole bunch of cool stuff we can look at. So we're gonna let him pull that one up when we get to him. First things first, though, we're going with me first, and we're gonna be asking our friend Brian for some cool whip and some wheat. Then,
wow,
that was really good.
That was really. Yeah. How did I not know you could do that?
I've been able to. I can do Stewie. I can do Kermit the Frog. I can do a whole bunch of characters. But yeah, literally. But yeah, number one on my first pick is the Griffin house from Family Guy. Absolutely, like we got the Simpsons house, we got all of them, and next closest thing, like iconic wise, is Family Guy. And I love Family Guy. It's one of my favorite TV shows, literally of all time. It's hilarious. And I think for this, you could easily do the house. You could do Peter's car. That would be perfect. And then for me, the minifigures I'm including, I'm doing the Griffins. So you're getting Peter, Lois, Chris, Meg, Stewie, and Brian. And then because they're just so integral to the show itself, and you really can't get anything without them, I'm including Joe Swanson, Cleveland Brown, and Quagmire.
Giggity you.
Yeah. I can do Quagmire also if you want me to.
I'm kind of scared for you to do that.
I got a package for you too. All right. Giggity.
If you start singing Frank Sinatra, I'm out of here. I'm telling you right now.
No.
Look, man, you watch Family Guy enough as I do, and you love Seth MacFarlane, you pick up some voices after a while. It's pretty easy to do some of them. But yeah, I want this badly.
First off, my favorite episode. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I was going to say, first off, I want JJ to learn Ted. I want you to voice Ted.
I can figure out Ted eventually.
So I'm going to get some flack here. I've never seen a single episode of Family Guy.
Oh!
Fine.
It's owned by Disney now.
Yeah. So this is great.
Wait a minute. Meg is a Disney princess.
No.
You're so right.
With the alien queen, baby. Yeah.
You're not royalty.
Doesn't matter.
You don't know.
Go ahead, Cam.
I've never seen a single episode of Family Guy, but I can respect for what it has done for adult animation. It is essentially like a sequel to Simpsons. I think it would look great as a set. I can understand why, because to me, Family Guy has always seemed more adult than Simpsons.
It's way more mature.
Not to mention, at one point, Connects had the license, and I think Mega does now.
I had some of those.
Someone has a license to it now where they can't do it. I know that.
Yeah, so, I had some of those cursed figures. But yeah, I think we all know why Family Guy's never going to get picked.
I think the house would look really cool next to the Simpsons house. I think
really...
if they scaled it like, the same, and I'm sure there's a replicable out there somewhere, but I think it would go. I think that these guys and the Simpsons would honestly make really, really funny neighbors.
Oh my god.
I do know there was a crossover episode.
There was a crossover.
If you drop, honest to God, and it's not meant to upset you, if you drop Quagmire from this, they could honestly do this.
That's another thing. Like it may work, but at the same time, like
Quagmire,
you can't use Quagmire. Quagmire's like no way.
No,
but it's one of the like it's very iconic. People love it, but like yes, The Simpsons is more mature, but like this is a whole nother level.
Yes, exactly.
And that's why there's no chance Lego ever touches this, ever.
Plus, in honesty, like other companies keep getting the license for it, so even if Lego did want it, they'd have to fight for it. It seems like.
I mean, honestly,
I don't see anybody really rushing to.
I saw a bunch of sets in Walmart today of Family Guy sets.
Lego?
Stewie on a little tricycle bike.
Really?
Lego. Yeah, I don't know who the competitor is. I thought it was Mega, but maybe not.
It's probably some like I doubt it's Mega. It's probably somebody else.
You're gonna make me go to Walmart tomorrow now.
Yeah.
I would be interested in looking. Yeah.
I should have taken pictures specifically for this episode.
But that is my first pick is the Griffin House from Family Guy.
If you're gonna watch,
it's brick crafts, and from what I hear, they're not a terrible quality. Like they're not up with like Funhole or anything, but they're not bad, and they do they did a lot of Snoopy. They do a lot of characters and stuff.
I saw they did Futurama as well.
Yeah.
Oh, are they
they did
Planet Express?
Yes,
they are.
Okay. Yeah, but if you're gonna watch one episode, Kim, you have to watch Stewie's first birthday.
Oh, that one's so funny.
One of the greatest episodes.
The only other minifigure I think I would include in this, if you were to include one, is I would include Ernie the Giant Chicken.
Yeah, he's iconic.
So that Peter can just
questions.
So Peter can just beat the living crap out of him, but like even then, like but he just got retired though. So maybe
Peter
not.
and Ernie have a running battle throughout the entire run of Family Guy. Of literally,
no, it's over now. Ernie the Giant Chicken died.
You spoiled
Spoiler.
it.
Wow,
you spoiled it.
But I can't watch it now. I can't watch
random points throughout the season. Peter would walk out of a room or walk into a room, and Ernie would be there. The next 5 minutes would be them fighting to the death across the city, just like incorporating different things to it.
So good.
So
like
good.
We've gone way too long on Family Guy. We got to move on.
Yeah, keep going.
Wow. Yep.
Number 2. This is Cam's pick. Walking Dead.
So when I was thinking about what I was going to choose for this episode. Long ago, back like during the days, I don't know if anybody remembers iFunny.
Yes.
So there was an app for anybody that doesn't know that you just saw a bunch of memes. Pretty much, I saw somebody post like a complete CMF of The Walking Dead of all my favorite characters, like Walking Dead at its peak, like just before the whole Negan thing. It was at its peak, and in my head, like that would be I thought it was real at first. I'm like, oh my god, Walking Dead, Lego, this is perfect. There's so many. JJ picked like the worst possible picture too, because it's only the first season. There's so many other characters. I tried to get a nice
ensemble picture.
It's a great ensemble picture, and it kind of brings back some of those people we lost along the way that we miss.
Yeah,
I mean, 1, 2.
I mean, Rick.
Theoretically, all of them died. Spoiler.
No, Rick's still alive.
Oh yeah, okay,
Rick
all but
still
one.
Alive.
But I just thought I was trying to think of like sets that could work for Walking Dead. It'd be hard to locate except for maybe like the prison or maybe Dale's RV, maybe. But outside of that, it's hard to do because it's a lot of big locations. So I feel like Walking Dead would be perfect for a CMF. They could easily get 12. I think they could do 24, do 2 different CMFs. They could do one per season if they really wanted to.
Can you imagine a Negan minifigure?
Oh my god, I would love that.
Barbed wire baseball bat right next to Glenn with his eye popping
You put
out.
some respect on Lucille.
I have a Lucille. I should have brought Lucille.
I know.
Somebody thought they were in control.
Yeah, I would love a CMF for Walking Dead. That to me is the only way I see Walking Dead ever working as a potential Lego thing is if you did a CMF for it.
Yeah, we'll get into one of my picks later about why they wouldn't go certain ways.
Correct.
Yeah.
Next up, Gina's first pick.
I watched this. I had no idea what I was getting into. One day I was just like, what is the deal with, why does everybody talk about this? And I put it on
And you didn't turn it off, did you?
I didn't turn it off like ever. I was like, this is the most ridiculous effed up show. Like, but so cool. Like they could do brickheads out of all the little helmet people. They could do helmets.
Yeah.
They could do that that doll there. They could just do a big buildable figure. The one
I don't want to build that doll. That doll creeps me out.
Well, wait till her head spins around and then she shoots you in the face.
Crap,
because
so now that's going to be a brick after design and add a play feature for its head to spin.
Like they could do the room where they all like have to like hang out and be before they go to their death. But like I think brutal. I've seen some mocks of it, but I think that they could do some really cool stuff. They never ever will, but it was definitely an experience.
Isn't Mattel Brick Shop doing this?
I think Mega did something. No, I think Mega did something.
An ad for it or something at one
Mega
point.
might have had it.
Mega did something. They did like the last, like the room where they all had to like go through.
Mega's not afraid to do anything like this.
No, that's what they pride themselves on. Is Mega will do the adult themes.
I love the idea of making the black masks with the shapes.
Yeah,
I love the idea of that being a helmet set. That'd be really cool.
It would be, and they have custom figs of these guys, and you know the special tracksuit people, and I will get them, hopefully in Chicago if I can find them.
Yeah, true.
Nice.
They are. There's a lot they could do, but they won't, and it's sad.
Eventually, maybe they will. Who knows?
Maybe, yeah.
Makes me want to make a brickhead.
Yes.
How many brickheads do you have to make now? Like 100 bajillion. Scott, I believe your pick is next, but I don't. Yeah, we gotta have your slides popped in here.
All right. So how do we do that?
Maybe
hang on.
For context for people, I don't know if you can see it. This is my list of brick.
You can't see anything.
I can't.
Just all glare off your phone.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. I'm going to try something. We're going to see if this works.
I do have something pulled up for you if you want to use it.
No, I got it. Here we go.
Technical difficulties.
Nope.
Let me add to stage. Nope. Let me remove this first and then add this to stage. Scott's pick is not Game. Oh, maybe it is Game of Thrones.
It's Game of Thrones. We're saving the other one for later.
All right, cool. We're going to go Game of Thrones first.
We're going to do Game of Thrones, and I presented this in two ways. Two of these themes have a good slide and a bad slide. The third theme is just fun for me because I wanted it. So Game of Thrones, why I want Game of Thrones, why I really, really want Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Number one, first and foremost, I think the castles would be absolutely fantastic as architecture sets.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're looking at three of the principal castles right now. You're looking at the Eyrie, you're looking at the Red Keep, and you're looking at Dragonstone. The other part about it, too, that I actually did not have enough room on here to put them would be just from a medieval fantasy perspective, the amount of armies in Game of Thrones and all the various diverse parts of that army would be awesome.
Yes.
And what you can see here is at least the Lannister army, which is this red army, and the red army here in the top left. And then down below it is basically the army that fights off the army of the dead. No, I'm not going to try and spoil it too much, but I'll just say that much. And those are the Knights of the Eyrie plus a couple of heroes. But I really think that, people are screaming for castle sets. We say that all the time. People are screaming for castle. BDP. What really annoyed me when they were doing the BDP reveal was that they were like, "Oh, castle. Who wants castle? Who would ever want castle? We don't have castle." And people are going nuts.
Selling out the second they go up.
Yeah, they're going crazy, and as demanding the castle set be revealed and stuff like that. But if we're going to do castle, if we absolutely can't apparently do an in-house theme, let's do an IP theme. Let's do Game of Thrones. McFarlane tried. McFarlane failed.
Yeah,
they were
bombed.
They were terrible. They made my fingers bleed when I tried to put them together. They were so brittle and so hard.
Didn't Mega get a hold of it too?
Mega tried and did worse.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were bad.
Now, the catch is that when there is a Game of Thrones, there is a Game of No.
Yes, correct.
There's a lot of things with Game of Thrones that we're not going to be able to put out, and that is probably the biggest impediment of them all.
Yeah.
We're not going to go into specific detail on certain areas. Let's
just say
that
top right picture. Let's not get into that one.
Oh, come on! I need to know all the things.
No,
not right now. You don't.
No. Not right now. You don't. not if it's a family-friendly show.
Yeah, correct.
Let's just say that as a result of that team, it wasn't family-oriented for that man anymore. Let's all just say that. But really, they come across some very, really dark stuff in there.
Not to mention how bloody it is.
Well, that's why I brought up House Bolton there, because their whole thing is flaying people while they're alive. If you don't understand what flaying is, I'm not going to talk about it here.
Let's not do that.
Yeah. So, yeah, there are some very dark points to Game of Thrones. There are some very graphic points to Game of Thrones. There are some very adult themes in Game of Thrones. And that's a situation where I think, no, we're not going to do. That's why they wouldn't do Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
people would throw a fit.
Yeah,
this should have been a Brick Hour After Dark episode, so we could have talked about all of it.
Well, you know the fun part.
Spark a brand new idea for the Brick Hour team.
No,
Brick Hour After Dark.
I was gonna bring that up later. Let's just say that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Next up, first of all, I think Game of Thrones, like just from a castle perspective, those builds would be sick.
I could see them honestly doing architecture sets and getting away with it because they wouldn't be showing the adult content.
No, and
Game of Thrones.
I mean, so there's, hang on, I can name them all right now. There's the Eyrie, the Red Keep, the Citadel, Dragonstone, River Run, which is absolutely gorgeous, Highgarden, the Castle Black, Winterfell.
Yes.
Storm's End, Storm's Keep, the Karth, all the different cities you go to, Bravos, which had that huge standing castle as part of the port. There's so many cool things you could do, at least on an architecture standpoint. I think that's why it would be a big hit.
Yeah,
I think it would be best for Game of Thrones to have the architecture theme and a CMF without going too graphic. I think that would be perfect for them.
It would be I would be very interested in the CMF specifically to see what they do with the Night King.
Yeah.
Like I Game of Thrones CMF, I would buy boxes just because of all the cool things you can get out of those characters if they're in the right stuff. But I would be really curious to see what they would do with the undead. And JJ, what's next?
My next pick is The Boys.
Premiering this week.
Literally, the final season premieres this week. I could not be more excited for that. I am so incredibly hyped. My pitch for how they would do The Boys, one of two things. Number one, I'm doing Seven Tower. Seven Tower, like a modular building. I think just the shaping of that building is, first of all, very interesting. The fact that the glass paneling makes a literal 7 and Seven Tower is awesome.
Yep.
And I would 100% be like, all right, let's include in the tower at least. I'm doing I'm including the 7 from season 1 after Lamplighter retires. So we're getting Homelander, Black Noir, Queen Maeve, the original Starlight in the original Starlight costume, the Deep, A-Train, Translucent. No problem.
I would love to see a Translucent. I would love to see how they would try to do that.
Correct.
I feel like they would just do like a trans clear minifigure head. And would they be able to do the hands, you think?
That would be the interesting part I would want to see them try.
And then for like the other characters, I would just do Butcher, Huey, MM, and MM, Frenchie, and Kimiko. I'm going to do them. Now, I would also think you do a CMF, you could do a whole bunch of cool characters. Like if you were like, you could do Soldier Boy, you could put Stormfront in there if you really wanted to.
No,
I mean, no, but you could. But you could.
I'll take Lamplighter.
Lamplighter. He's not as bad, but he's pretty bad too.
And they're all terrible. What are you talking?
Yeah, they are pretty bad.
I mean, at least they've kind of redeemed A-Train a little bit going into the new season, which is nice to see. But there's characters, like there's soup characters you could do, or just do different characters of like different versions of like Butcher in a different Hawaiian shirt color, like do Soup Butcher from season 3 when he has the temp V, like that could be interesting.
Or Plague Butcher as he is right now.
Yeah, that would also be pretty crazy. But yeah, there's definitely like there's enough characters here to where you could make something work if you ever want. They'd never do a CMF. And I think The Boys is also just so incredibly just dark and mature and violent, and all kinds of crazy stuff happens in that to where graphic. Yeah, there's no chance. Like The Deep alone, like, no, you can't with what he does in those first couple seasons, no chance. No. Homelander's a psychopath murderer. Like, there's no like, there are things that happen in this show that are that have made it so that Lego will never touch it.
No, it's unforgivable.
It will never be touched.
It will,
like the fact A-Train got redeemed to this point before season 5 is like an absolute miracle, but it's also fantastic writing.
I think he's at where he's at. He's the only one that really got redeemed from the start. He's the only character at all that's had a positive change.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I feel like this is something I need to watch because I have no idea.
You haven't seen it. You have to.
It literally starts the last season tomorrow. So if you start now, you have to watch. There's a secondary show with it called Gen V.
That's also great.
Which very is good. I still got a couple episodes left for that one.
Yeah, I'm going to finish that one.
Great choice, JJ. Great choice.
Yeah, really good pick. Cam, your next pick is something a lot less grotesque and a lot less,
yes. So my next pick is a Lego City Zoo Wave. Now, the big thing with Lego is we've talked about it a long time ago in our earlier episodes where we will never get zoo sets because Lego doesn't want to promote keeping animals in cages. Mm-hmm. Essentially, like they don't like that, which I can understand that. For one, I feel like you can kind of change it because, like, at least like I know with our local zoo, they're very eco-friendly. They are for saving the environment, for saving the endangered animals. Like that's their big thing. Mm-hmm. I feel like you can kind of get around in cages. Like they're called enclosures now for one thing. They're not cages. And you can kind of get around the whole cage aspect of it by like it's promoting wildlife, trying to save endangered species. And I could see it being a really cool wave of just different enclosures. You get many different, you can essentially build like a story out of it too, with like how they run the zoo. You can have different named zookeepers. It would give the opportunity to get a bunch of animals either we haven't had in a really long time or new animals. Like I think back to that city jungle wave. Was it 2 years ago now that came out with the tiger, the gorilla, the red panda, and crocodile? Great sets. I pretty much bought them for the animals, I'll be honest. Yeah. But like I feel like if you do it with the zoo wave, it would be that times 10. And I feel like it'd be a very popular way. People would want to army build these animals for their own zoo to make them bigger.
Just army build the elephants, dude.
Elephants, tigers. I know JJ's a big fan of the tiger, especially in his bat cave. Mm-hmm. I'd love to see. I think there's a panda. I'm not sure.
There is.
No,
kangaroos.
Not yet.
I thought there was a panda.
Baby panda and friends.
Baby panda.
Oh, okay.
But not like
friends.
Like
there's koalas, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I'd love to see like a Lego giraffe, not the Friends one. I know there's been like a Lego elephant. I'd love to see a kangaroo, maybe. Like perfect pictures, JJ. But I feel like they can kind of update the rules a little. I feel like this is one of the few ones on our list that has a chance.
Yes.
If they sort of update the rules where they avoid the cage aspect, because like most zoos are calling them enclosures now, and it's really about eco-friendly, helping the endangered species. Zoos are educational now. They're not just to look at
they're bringing more attention to wildlife conservation.
Didn't Duplo just do like an animals around the world like kind of thing?
They did,
and they had like different, and some of the animals are animals we've never seen at minifig scale. Would have been so cool. So if they just took that concept and made it a little more not Duplo.
Right.
Or a little less
I think Lego's workaround for not having a zoo theme in city is doing all of the like jungle exploration.
They do one-offs of waves.
They're able to include those animals and like the like say like the like.
What might work is like a tree stand. You have a tree with like a stand where people can stand and have the giraffes walk up to them. Like they do have at our zoo is you can. You can climb up. It's so much fun. And the giraffes will walk right up to you. They'll put their head right next to you. You can feed them food. They don't care about you. They're more interested in the food. Yeah. But it gives you a chance to pet the giraffe and everything. It's really a very cool experience.
Yeah.
And they take such good care of those animals at our zoo.
That's why that's where my idea came from, just because I used to volunteer at our zoo, so to learn about a lot of the eco stuff, how to help endangered animals. It was very educational. not as just a volunteer, but for anyone that came in. And I feel like Lego could make some sort of partnership with somebody that could really promote saving endangered animals. Like they could kind of change the negative outlook on animals in cages and like change it to be helping the endangered species. It'd be like a cool partnership, not for profit stuff like that.
Good pick, dude. Good pick.
Very good pick.
This is Gina's next pick, and I'm all over this one.
Yeah, I think there's again, like with Walking Dead, it's so open, it would be hard to do like a lot of like buildings locations. Or anything, but locations, but you can still have the safe house that there's a different one for each game. And dude, just look at some of these cars, pick any, just pick any. Sorry, and Speed Champions them up. Like they don't need to be anything, but like just these two here, like, and I mean, just a couple figs to go with them because I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's enough characters to warrant a CMF, but you'd be, going.
The problem is they're all like plainclothes civilians, so there's not really much there.
Right.
You'd be better off doing it like including one of the more prominent cars from a GTA in a Speed Champions line and including an unnamed character there.
Right.
Like how they did with like Fast and Furious and with Bond and all that.
I want Tommy Vercetti.
Yes.
I want a Tommy Vercetti minifigure.
Honestly, like with with the safe house, like if there's like a prime location for each year, it could be similar to Lord of the Rings where they do one big set a year, have the safe house with like a car or two, and then have like the main character of the video game. I'm not familiar, I never played. So like have the main character with the cars and then have like a bunch of plain clothes like JJ was saying. So you get like that one set a year, and it would hopefully be a little cheaper since they would probably use just basic Lego clothing.
Yeah, it would be easy enough. But dude, you could just pick any of these cars and
work.
And there you go.
No, great choice.
Cool. Minus all the drug smuggling and murder and
much of the other adult content.
Also, somebody on Rebrickable made a mock of the Batmobile that's in GTA 5.
There's a Batmobile in GTA?
There's a Vigilante. It's called the Vigilante. It's this crazy looking car. It looks like the Batmobile, but there's no like bat fins on the back, but it looks like
it has the jet engine in the back.
Yes. Somebody made it on Rebrickable, and I swear to God, I'm gonna build that at some point.
Of course he
Great
is.
pick, Gino. Great pick.
Yes.
Of course he is.
Oh my God.
He'll find a way to Batman anything, this man.
Oh my God, it's correct. Scott, you want to go next, or you want me to do my next one?
No, I got it. Hang on. I gotcha.
Let him pull up his presentation here because he's got a real good one here.
I'm nervous.
Oh wait.
Nope. I'm going civil.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
What is this?
The Expanse.
This is my favorite TV show in the last 10 years.
Oh.
I love this show. I love The Expanse. It is it's set in the far, it's set several hundred years in the future. We've colonized Mars. We've colonized the asteroid belt. I'm not going to get too much into the plot, but there is so much rich science fiction here. And for the most part, with very limited exceptions, which my wife, whenever we watch it, loves to point out sometimes, it pisses me off. Yeah. It actually uses proper physics in a lot of what it does. So like if you're jetting towards a location, you got to flip and burn to decelerate yourself so that you can actually land in orbit correctly. Cool. It actually does like that. But like some of the stuff here, like the main ship is the ship that I have here. This one on the top left. That's called the Rocinante. It was a Martian ship, and then it was commandeered by our heroes. And then in the top right is a ship called the Nauvoo, which becomes called the Nauvoo. It has a later name later in the show, but what it is it's actually a Mormon colony ship where the Mormon faith commissioned to have this giant, basically colony ship built so that they could go to another star and start a new world. and it's like it's constantly a background character starting in like in season 2, and then it actually becomes a pivotal plot point. But like it incorporates some very interesting things. Like down here in the bottom left is how they do air. They actually have plants. Plants are all over the place inside the spaceship because they're producing air. They're eating up carbon dioxide and producing air. That's how they can that's how they can go out in space and burn for so long.
So now I gotta ask, what's making this not be possible with Lego? Like, what would prevent Lego from doing this?
So the first thing would be the rights. The people who own the rights to the Expanse are very protective of the franchise because it started as a book series, and the book series is incredibly successful. It's over now, but the other part about it too, and the reason why it stopped, is because right in the middle of the book series is a 30-year time jump, and they found that they could not figure out a way, or 20 to 30 years, something like that, but they could not figure out a way to properly age up the cast to look 20 years older. So they stopped right in the middle of the series, in the book series, right when the time jump occurs. Like that's where they stopped it. And a lot of people have hoped that in a couple of years, they'll bring everybody back together. Now that, it's been a few years since it's ended and they've started to age up, that they can start bringing them back. But there's a lot of cool things like this, the bottom right here, this habitat, that's not on Earth. That's not on Mars. That's a drilled out, mined out asteroid that they built a colony on.
That's actually kind of cool.
An asteroid? Wow.
Yeah. So you go to Ceres asteroid, you go to Ganymede, the moon of Ganymede, you go to Phobos, you go to Phoebe, which is another giant asteroid. And the Belters, the third part of the equation here, because you got the Earthers, the Martians, and the Belters. The Belters live out there in low G, and you see and they actually apply practical effects to the idea of growing up in low G, all the problems you're going to have in low G, and all the things you're going to have to deal with in low G, like clean air, like water. All of that stuff is pivotal pop points as they build it. And then on the right is the Martian Marine Corps. They pilot mechs. They have mech suits. And the bottom right corner is Thomas Jane. He is the best part of the first season. He's a police detective on Ceres Station who figures out the plot as it's developing.
Interesting.
Okay. Yes, it's a very good show.
It was on Sci-Fi, wasn't it?
It was on Sci-Fi, and then the last 2 seasons were on Amazon.
Yeah.
And it would only air late at night. They would never air it during the day because the people who held the rights insisted that if you're going to have dialogue, it's going to be the natural dialogue. And yeah.
Pretty adult.
Late night thing. Yep.
Yeah. Also, the principal antagonist of the series is not there are many antagonists, but the principal antagonist is not Earth. It's not a human being. I guess it's the best way of putting it.
That is interesting. I never watched any of this.
It can get pretty graphic with what it does to your body.
Okay.
So there are a lot of different layers to it. There are a lot of minor antagonists. You find out that there are bad people in every part of this world, and they're all trying to get their hands on this new thing, which has its own agenda and its own plan, and it's literally living bacteria.
Interesting.
And it does some very cool stuff. This is a fantastic show. It's on Prime. Watch it. I promise you, and I say this with everything in my heart, if you can get through the first 5 episodes, you're golden, because it takes 5 episodes to build this world.
Okay.
But it's
I could definitely see the ship looking like a really cool Lego set, and like if they were able to do like the I guess their army or Marines or whatever in like minifigure form, that would be cool. Like the ships, I think would be really cool. It's like similar to like Dune sets where like they got like a one-off set.
Yep.
I could see that being like a really strong ship, but also
like they could easily do the Rocinante with its crew in the same way they do the Ornithopter.
Like I'll be honest, I've never heard of the show before you brought it up now, so I'm wondering if it would be popular enough to warrant it. So, but I can definitely see hearing what you have said about the show, I can understand why Lego hasn't touched it yet.
Yep.
But I would think like this ship would be really cool in Lego form.
Yes, and it was incredibly well written as a series of books. It was incredibly well adapted. They stayed loyal to the books, which is hard. to do. They stayed really loyal to the books, but it's a very quality. It's a good quality show, and yeah, I'm a huge science fiction geek, and this hit every single thing on the head for me. That's why I loved it so much.
Nice.
And I will stop sharing.
Sweet. You can leave it up because we can just go back to it in a minute. Next up is my next pick. Is Aliens. And I know, Scott, you and I both kind of went on this one a little bit, but I really think a buildable xenomorph would be absolutely incredible as a big buildable. Like they're into all this, building the statues right now, these buildable characters.
I would buy that over Gizmo any day of the week.
This would be so sick, dude.
Poor Gizmo. Poor Gizmo.
The buildable xenomorph would be so sick. And also, could you imagine doing Ripley's power loader?
Yeah,
Ripley's power loader, the Colonial Marine APC, the Sulaco, the Nostromo.
The Nostromo would be so good.
Like even like bringing it into the alien Earth realm, because that's part of this now too.
Yeah.
And this was why I picked the Expanse, because you picked Aliens, was because, in my opinion, Predator goes with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost thought about doing AVP, but I'm like, I struggle to kind of see how Lego would be able to do a really solid build of the Predator as a statue.
That's because he's set for Predator.
Yeah, it could be cool. But I'm like, awesome. A buildable statue of the Xenomorph would be awesome.
Oh yeah, definitely
awesome. And it would sell in seconds, you know that for a fact, because that movie's legendary.
By the way, for Predators, I would have used the body from the Navi to make them taller.
Yeah, like that also would have worked really well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, realistically speaking, I'm looking more at a buildable Xenomorph. Maybe if you can make Ripley's power loader work, that would be kind of cool.
You technically already have with the Ideas power mech.
Yeah,
that is true.
Or you can kind of use the design of that Rhino build from that one Spider-Man set.
Yes, the Spider-Man Daily Bugle, the Rhino set in that is actually really good. The new Daily Bugle.
I think he's talking about the one from the Sandman construction site.
Yeah, the Sandman construction. I
would use the one from the new Bugle set. That's actually a really
either could work, honestly, because it's got like that way of making the arms attached to the minifigure arms and like the legs attached,
or even just really the mech from the Ninjago City Workshop set. That's a good
true.
That's way too big though.
Way too big.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, that's the thing with Lego. Like, you don't have to get anything 1-to-1 scale.
Yeah,
because like minifigures aren't 1-to-1 scale to us.
I'm still just like, give me the Xenomorph as a buildable figure, and I'm there day one for that.
I would love a run of Colonial Marines. I know it's never going to happen.
No, never.
But
I like. Alien and Aliens, the whole Alien franchise is incredibly mature. Horror movies, crazy violent action movies, but like, I feel like out of anything on this list, the Alien itself, making it as a buildable figure, they could probably get away with it.
Probably,
yeah.
I think they could.
He looks like something that would have been made in Bionicle pieces.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. I would have loved to figure out how they would do the tongue.
Yeah.
The tongue is because the tongue is going to be the selling point. Is the tongue.
Yeah, you have to have that feature where it can pop out.
Even if you just do a helmet set with a long thing, and then you
that'd be cool, actually.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Next up, Cam's final pick.
Mine is the Peaky Blinken Blinders.
Yes,
can't say that word on here.
Give me the Garrison Tavern in a modular.
So I was figuring out what I wanted to do for this, and I feel like you can do either the Garrison Tavern or the Shelby Mansion. There's so many different characters that they can include. It's gotten really popular again with the new movie just coming out. Mm-hmm. The show is beloved. I think they're doing a sequel series now, continuing on the story. Peaky Blinders is such a popular franchise now. I feel like a modular building of either of these two buildings could work really well. They could even do a CMF that they really wanted to, but I feel like you could do like the mansion or the tavern, and you can get the main cast, like the original Peaky Blinders, with like Thomas and Arthur, Polly. It would just be perfect, and like you could get away with it if you just do the buildings. I feel like it can be like an icon set where you can just do the building and not get into the swearing, the violence, the gun violence in the show. It would be perfect for Lego. And I just love these characters so much. I would love to see them because like the outfits too, getting the different hats, getting the like the age of the outfits. I believe it's like late 1900s, early 1900s, and it would be just perfect. 1920.
Yeah, it's after World War One, so it's
you don't see many sets that date that far back, and I think that would be like a cool era to kind of explore in Lego form.
And I love classic British architecture like that, like downtown London, even stuff like that. I think that is something that we kind of got a little bit of a glimpse of in last year's modular, but I want more of.
Yes,
that's shop style architecture.
Yeah, this would be cool. I haven't watched this. I don't really have an interest in it, but I think there's a huge.
You gotta give it a try.
I think honestly, JJ, I think you would like this a lot.
It would be really good.
When I get done with the boys, I'll probably watch it.
Okay.
All right, I'm holding you to that.
Gina, Gina, this was the best too. Oh my god.
Come on.
I don't even watch it, but I applaud it.
I feel like my picks are like colorful and just like
they fit Lego perfectly.
And everybody else is like, you dark, spacey like stuff. Yeah, like I don't know.
Let me get the voice ready.
I mean, JJ.
Are you gonna do Cartman?
Yeah, I'm sailing away.
What am I listening to right now?
He's doing Cartman. He's doing Cartman singing "Come Sail Away."
Oh God, that hurts so much.
You stop doing that so you don't die.
Anyways, Gino, so much credit for pulling that voice because God, that hurts.
I love this. They could do Brickheads so easy.
They could.
So easy for this.
Add it to the list.
Not
now,
even
Gina.
A 4-pack. Come on, you could do probably 30 characters.
And then you could. There's a lot of other side characters you could do. They could do the school. They could do the school bus. They could do the inside of Cartman's house. They could there's so many, and they could do a CMF series. I would love a CMF series of.
God, you could do Chef.
Guys.
Kyle's
Chef,
dad.
Give them all small lists.
You gotta have Satan.
Yeah.
You gotta have Mr. Garrison. You gotta have
Hey, Satan.
Yeah, you gotta have him. You gotta have a Towley. You gotta
No, you can't do Towley.
No. You do Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh.
No, we're not doing Mr. Hanky the Christmas.
You got but this is why Lego can't. But you could do Cartman's mom, Kyle's mom, Kick the baby.
There's Ike and his flapping head. And Terrence and Philip. Yeah. No, it's so Kyle's cousin Kyle.
So many. Kyle's cousin Kyle. Terrence and Philip.
Cameron's never watched an episode.
Gina, we are fitting three utterly important characters that would have to be in that. You have to include Token, 100%.
Yes.
And Jimmy and Timmy have to be there, or that's just an absolute crying shame.
The only Jimmy Timmy I know is Jimmy Neutron, Timmy Turner from the Jimmy.
These
Timmy
two are so much more insane than them.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I mean, and with a 4-pack brickhead for South Park of Stan, Kyle, Cartman, and Kenny would be perfect.
Yeah, just do the 4.
Just these 4. Yep. And then that's it.
Can you imagine how much money they would make if they did four of them as a brickhead?
God, they'd sell out.
I'll get to work.
It would be nuts.
It'd be on shelves for years.
Yeah. It would. Yeah, I would say it would.
I'm dead serious when I say this. I think that would end up being the best-selling brickhead of all time.
Yes.
It's
100%. Yes. It would. So... These characters are. The video game, the Stick of Truth game, they're still going with South Park. It's funny.
Movies.
Yes.
The movies.
Oh my God, the movies. They put them in Fortnite a couple weeks ago.
Did they really?
South Park was in Fortnite.
They put each of the main characters. Oh wait, Butters. Oh, Butters.
Wait a minute.
Whoa. No.
Wait. If they're in Fortnite, is there a Lego version of them?
No, God, no. There's not a Lego version of them in Fortnite.
What is Butters' alter ego? Was it Professor Chaos?
Oh, like Professor Chaos or something like that.
Yeah, it was Professor Chaos. And then get the 4 of them in their ninja gear.
Oh my God.
So the bus driver.
You guys have a lot of ideas for this.
The bus driver.
Can I get the bus driver?
It's the greatest. This would be hilarious. It'll never happen. Never gonna happen. I love it.
I've never seen it, but I know it'll never happen.
Oh God, I want a Professor Chaos Brickhead now. I do.
Oh, Lord.
I'll get to work on that too, Scott. Don't worry.
Oh my God, I want.
All right,
oh,
Scott,
you got a lot.
Your last one, Scott.
All right,
last one.
And bear in mind, we're at 55 minutes, so be careful.
Let's not give the background of the show. Say what sets you would want, and then why Lego won't let it happen.
Yeah.
Fair?
Warhammer.
Please.
Warhammer.
Enough
I
said.
would love to have some Warhammer, please. But yes, Warhammer 40,000 is going to be the final one. Before we get to the slides where we talk about why we're not making it, let's look at some of the cool things that we can. I mean, obviously, you have an entire mythos of this thing devoted. Something 600 novels, 50 games, different iterations of board games, stuff like that. All that cool stuff. They're already doing them as knockoffs. So, the demand is there. Anytime I'm going back to this place now, I'm buying as many of these as I can. These are Space Marines. They are bigger than but to take this here is also to understand why you can't do it, because this is a dreadnought. What drives a dreadnought? It's one of these guys when he sustains so many wounds that he can't fight anymore.
Yep.
So what literally will happen is Mr. Space Marine, he's walking along, he's in a battle. He gets his legs blown off, or he gets an arm blown off, or he gets reduced to something where, he's gotten severe damage. You know what they take Mr. Space Marine and they do with him? They cut off his arms, they cut off his legs, they put him in a sack of amniotic fluid, and they put him inside this bad boy.
Yeah.
Dear God.
That sounds like a great Saturday night.
Yeah. Every dreadnought has a Space Marine housed inside of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And this is, let me put it this way, a light look at Warhammer.
Yeah. Warhammer gets a lot worse.
Warhammer gets so many questions that I will talk to you about it probably at Brick Universe.
No, I'll tell you this right now. I will do a Brick Hour After Dark where we discuss my strange fascination, what has become my obsession with this. So the reason why I have this covered is, why is everything covered? What I'm about to show you is me literally tipping my pinky toe into the Warhammer mythos and some of the horrors that you'll see and why they'll never make this theme.
Yep.
So send your children away.
Yes, if you got kids, we're not going to look at them here. So let's look at it from this perspective here. You're at a four-way stop. You're standing right in the middle of it. In front of you is the armies of chaos, which quite literally are the armies of hell. And they're going to come at you from various different degrees. You'll have dark Space Marines who want to collect your head and put them on their spikes, and they'll parade you around because they want to get the blessing of the dark god of combat. Or, God forbid, and this is the one I'm afraid of the most, you'll end up facing the Death Guard, which is these guys here, who have been exposed to one of the dark gods of disease and chaos. And quite literally, before you'll even see them, you'll know they're coming because you'll be infected with some horrifying disease that will probably kill you before they even come close to you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or, God forbid, you end up with it, which is Slaanesh, the dark god of excess and pleasure. I say it because it is what it is. Basically,
is that the bottom? Is that the bottom left?
No, this is the one over on the right. The one over on the right here.
I don't think we can see your mouse, Scott. So
I'm sorry. Yeah. So the one on the two in the top and the middle are the Dark Space Marines. And the one on the right is actually one of the dark gods.
Okay.
One of the dark gods. So she, he, it, whatever it is the god of excess. So the more you submit to Slaanesh, the more extreme you must take everything in your life. And that can be extreme greed, extreme pleasure, extreme mutilation, extreme savagery, extreme evil, like all these things, all these horrible things.
So I can see why Lego wouldn't want to do it.
Yes. So those are the people in front of you. To your right, if you look to your right, I don't have them pictured, but imagine a race of cyborgs that are millions of years old, that are harvested souls that have been turned into digitized memory. And they've been around for millions of years. and their memory's breaking down. So now they're all homicidal, and they want to shoot you and digitize you and turn you into one of them. Those are called the Necrons. Then you turn to your left, and you have the monsters at the bottom of the screen, which are called the Tyranids. The Tyranids are like quite literally Zerg from StarCraft. Fun fact, StarCraft was supposed to be the very first Warhammer video game, but they got cold feet and pulled out. So everything you know about the Zerg from StarCraft, that is what the Tyranids are. The Tyranids are only interested in one thing, eating you. They don't care. They don't want to be your friend. They want to eat you. They want to basically put you down into a biometric stew and add you to their gene pool. So those are the three things in front of you. Your three choices. You get to pick which way you want to die. And then you're thinking, hey, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to look for the good guys. The sad part is the best part of the good guys is over on the left. That is
good guys.
Yes, that is called a cherub in the top left corner. It is a lobotomized baby turned into an android. Something went wrong with the baby, or the baby was not needed, so they needed an assistant. They turned it into an android baby. Like, this is and I'm telling you right now, this is the tippy toe of the dark.
Yes, correct.
So this is why Lego won't ever touch it.
No,
bingo.
And that's why you see more and more people demanding it, and why you get these knockoffs. The one on the bottom left is actually a nun. That's a nun in the world of Warhammer.
Okay.
40K.
Yeah, but she's kind of hot.
So her whole I know, right?
That's not what Lego's going to make the product for.
Like, she's known as a sister of Repentia. Basically, what it was she was a nun. She lost her faith, and when you lose your faith in the world of 40K, bad things happen to you. In this case, you are literally made to pray to the God of the universe in this 40K 24 hours a day, and the only way that you could ever regain his favor is by running into combat against any one of these dark things. And that is all you wear, and all you get is a sword. And your hope is that you die well enough that the Emperor will forgive you for your crime of not believing in him. The God Emperor will forgive you of your crime. And I have been a fan of this for a few years. I had to make the choice. I chose Lego over playing the game because, yes, it's that expensive. Like, one of the little miniatures can be worth anywhere from $6 to $50. One miniature. So then this guy,
you have to buy them and paint them though.
Yeah, you have to buy them, you have to put them together, and you have to paint them. This guy here, all the parts in here was cheaper than buying the actual game piece.
Yeah.
The actual Dreadnought game piece is like $60.
I've heard that this is a commitment.
Yes, playing Warhammer is a commitment.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law is huge, and shout out Ryan. He was on the podcast a while back. He a bunch of his friends, they have a channel called Command Point. They do all kinds of Warhammer stuff. It's incredible what some of these guys can do. And I feel like, obviously, the game itself is there anything else you have, Scott, that you want to look at?
My last is one of my favorite legions, the Legion of the Damned.
Yeah, these guys are sick looking. I'm not going to lie. I've seen these before.
Yeah, yet another reason why. The Legion of the Damned pops up wherever the hell they want to pop up.
That's pretty. It's so accurate.
So these were Space Marines that were lost somewhere in another dimension. And instead of dying, they got turned into these things. And when it seems that it's always the darkest in a battle, all of a sudden you'll smell sulfur, and the Legion of the Damned appears to try and save you.
Here they come.
And if they can save you, they'll save you. If they can't save you, they'll look at you, wave, and disappear. That's what the Legion of the Damned does.
The name alone makes it not Lego compatible. I mean,
correct.
I love your build.
Yeah, very true.
Because you've made it Hydra-esque, which is really cool. And I love seeing you work on them. I can understand why you have to make them yourself.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
I was going to say, and remember too, I said this is like the tip of a pinky toe and
it gets
how
a lot more
dark
brutal.
This world can get.
From what I know, it gets a lot more brutal.
Yeah, it's known as grimdark for a reason. The whole genre is known as grimdark. There's no happiness here. Like, even if you find a hero, yes, they're a hero, but you know what? At the end of the story, guess what? They're going right into the next fight, and it could be against any number of different things. It has really achieved mainstream popularity a lot because of the video.
Henry Cavill.
Because of Henry Cavill, because of Secret Level on Amazon Prime has a has an episode devoted to Warhammer 40K where you literally see 4 Space Marines take down a planet.
Yeah, it's
like if you wonder if you wonder how strong they are, a company of Space Marines could easily conquer our planet.
Secret Level was a really great show too.
Yeah, but it's gone mainstream, and there are a number of guys on Rebrickable who do a ton of Warhammer stuff, and my kits are growing; they're all around me. But I think it would be cool. Unfortunately, if people lost their minds over the concept of an Osprey helicopter.
It's never gonna fly.
If you ever tried to do anything here, oh my god,
never gonna happen.
Never gonna happen.
It's like D&D on crack. Like there's no
my god.
It's like D&D. Like you think they're undead, huh?
You thought D&D was bad. Just you wait for this.
Let's sprinkle a little Nurgle plague on you.
This is where we start.
On that note, that was our dream themes.
Yeah, I mean, I think
we're not a disturbed bunch at all. No,
we just like the creepy stuff. And the crazy
stuff. Zoos aren't creepy.
No, the zoo is a nice, like, wholesome break from all the horror stuff we were talking about.
I would legitimately say, aside from Warhammer and maybe Walking Dead, most of this stuff could be seen as like simple IP stuff. Obviously, you're getting into some moral quandaries with a couple of them, obviously.
Right.
But unless you're going into the grimdark universe or you're dealing with the zombie plagues, I think somehow you could probably convince people, hey, if it's just one set, kind of thing. But it's a very hard thing to do, especially in today's society, where it seems that protecting children is everything, even though that some of this stuff is not meant to be for children, and Lego wants to push for adults. Well, adults like this stuff.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot for us to wrap up then. If you've not already, subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you are notified when all new episodes go live. Consider becoming a channel member, like Jay Rizzy, like D Glaze, and like Ben Northway 336. Love those guys. They help us keep doing some super fun stuff. Next members only video is going to be the next few weeks, and we're also going to be doing our next monthly build stream at some point soon as well. We did say that is going to be the Ninja Turtle Brickheads. Cam and I are going to be doing that one, so that'll be super fun.
Can we do one thing that I know will make you happy?
What
I have breaking news for you, my brother.
Oh, I've seen the Jurassic Park stuff. Don't worry, we're going to talk about it when we get on in a minute.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, we're going to talk about that in a minute because that's very exciting. You can find us on Instagram at the Brick Hour Pod. You can find me on Instagram at Langster Builds.
You can find me at Cameron Studios _.
I am at Instagram and YouTube at My Bricks and Me.
And I am at Rogue Lannister.
We will see everybody in the next episode. Have a great night. Happy building.